Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Rivaldo. Bellingham. Corner then. This their second corner of the game. There's the shot! Oh, denied at the last.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
So, third corner of the game. Big header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Schneider. Probing pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Time and again they are repelled. It's a good ball out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played. Cannavaro. Pass somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's Batistuta. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Kachu! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Manchester United presented with a golden opportunity here. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
It's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Knocks it into space. Serginho tries to play it through. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears. Chance for a shot!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Now it's Batistuta.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
That'll be a throw. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Can he get on the end of this? In towards the back stick.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Played back in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro. Manchester United, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Cannavaro, played in with purpose. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Back they go. And it's Cannavaro. And here's Neto.
Maldini.
A true great in every sense of the word.
Maldini.
Is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a promising position. Serginho. That is good alertness. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's managed to gift it back. Van Dijk. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Maradona. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Batistuta. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Bellingham. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he welcomes it in. And that's another good win of the ball. Bellingham, looking for the run. Oh, super find. 1-0 here, just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Cannavaro calmly anticipates, looking for options for movement. Threads one in. Good ball. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Neymar. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's Roberto Carlos. Ah, he's given it away. And it's Cannavaro. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Played out wide, and it's Roberto Carlos. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
For the benefit of anybody who has found
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Look at the
I
screen
think it's a
for
case of
information
so
on how to
far,
find your
so
way
good.
around this
The
stadium.
boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Manchester United have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Manchester United really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that has not gone well. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Pedro Neto. Neymar. The ball has bounced loose now. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played in deep. Dida claims it. Safe hands. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. He's gone for goal. And for a moment, time stood still. Nice looking ball. Diogo Costa. Pedro Neto, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great vision. Gets a good foot in there. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Bellingham. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Has a look and plays it forward. Maradona. He is through here. Maradona! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Maradona certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 18, Neymar. Coming on to
Bellingham
replace him
gets it
is
away.
Number 21, Mbappe.
Valverde
Substitution.
is on a run down the left wing.
India really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Mbappe could try cutting inside here. And that's an errant pass. And it's Rijkaard. Out towards the flank. Cross goes in there. Kachu! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Vieira attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ball is over the line.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 15, Pedro Neto.
Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Substitution in progress.
That looks a decent ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Kukçu. Roberto Carlos.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a searching pass. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Tries to thread one through. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's a little off target. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Pinches it off him. India can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense and so was the relief.
Real chance! And he hits the net. There seemed no way back, but they are level. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
He could... And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's well... Can he finish?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's had it taken off him. Reinders. Nicely weighted ball. And he was quick to react. Cannavaro, nicely spread. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he get it through? Messi, Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now that's well seen too. And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko...
Haaland! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Looking to play him in. Now that's well seen too. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! And again! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to get it away. That has ended up in no man's land.
Sharjah would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
It's Asa! Off the post! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
No way through. Great vision. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Bellingham! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Rafinha. Can he get on the end of this? Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Cannavaro powering forward here. It's a pretty loose pass. Koulibaly gets it away. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. Searching pass he's played there. Can he get it through? Bit too much weight on the pass. Del Piero. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Knocks it out wide. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now, what about a counter-attack? Engages and forces him off the ball. Cannavaro. He's having a go! They want to be quick to recover this. Brahim Diaz. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Rashford. Bellingham. For Pedro Neto. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made...
Real chance! And it's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he's managed to get rid. Taken back almost at once. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Koulibaly receives it in a wide position. Bellingham. Pedro Neto. That's an imaginative pass. That ball looks a good one. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's forced to go back. Cannavaro. Diogo Costa. Diogo Costa punts it upfield. Roberto Carlos. It's a searching pass. Cross into the box. A corner it is then. And this could be the final action of the first half. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cannavaro is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, that was vital. And it's Kukçu. Chance to deliver. Cleared away. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Played out towards the right wing, looking for the run. Hazard looking to run onto it. Roberto Carlos. Brahim Diaz. Haaland. For Pedro Neto. Cannavaro.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rashford. Oh, strongly challenged there. Rashford has got himself a free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Oh, that was close. Roberto Carlos. Manchester United still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Can he latch on to this? And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Cannavaro. Now it's Rashford. Short changes him with that pass. Almost an hour gone. Can he get onto this? He has found the way through. Vardiol in acres of space out wide. Adams can get it clear. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Haaland. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide... Terrific header! No, not the best of headers. Now it's Haaland. Out towards the flank. Back into the middle. And he was alert to it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 8, Kukçu. Number 17, Rafinha.
Bellingham running with the ball. And here's Batistuta. Oh, shooting
On the
chance!
field, number 9.
Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Fiore. Number 13.
Gets into some
Olise.
space. Fiore's
Substitution.
cross. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's a nice side. Shot a goal! And that could come back to haunt them.
Batistuta was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
So, third corner of the game. Now, this could be a chance. Oh, well played, well played. Pass somewhat off target.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's Kane! Oh, Harry Kane, how good are you? That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He's had a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just 1 down, as opposed to 2.
Big header! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And it's Joelinton, and he's managed to get free. Elise has it out wide and in space.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vardiol.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Cannavaro. Nice control.
Elise.
Elise's cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
There will be
Manchester
3 minutes
United
added
truly
time.
seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for movement. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And that's that. Manchester United were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was... Rafinha! Just a fraction high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Baresi. That's a little off target. Bellingham, looking for the run. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we have our very first corner. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And it's Hazard. Oh, well played. Messi. Pedro Neto. Now it's Aubameyang. And he's straight offside. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that pass isn't the best. Out for a throw. Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he's been caught napping. Ball swung in. Diogo Costa claims it. Safe hands. Pedro Neto. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Bellingham. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rafinha. And that is a little undercooked. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Bellingham.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. And the counter is on. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aubameyang. That's the keeper's ball. Looking for options for movement. Rafinha. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, easy pickings there. That pass has been well intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. No luck with that dink over the top. That's a sharp pass. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. He's on it, can he get away? In towards the backs, up he goes! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Not the most accurate pass. Madueke. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Adams. And it's Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Azar, in with the challenge. Now that looks a decent ball. Azar really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that has put paid to that. It's a good foot in there. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. This might spell danger. And the shot! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Number 25.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And that's the second half started. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Looking for a runner. Short changes him with that pass. And they've switched it over to the other side. Now it's Rafinha. And he's intervened well there. Great vision. This looks promising. He's picked his way through. Big chance! He's had a shot! He's scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish.
And he shoots! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response, terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. And this is great chance! And they've got rid. Joelinton. Rafinha. It's a searching pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rijkaard makes the interception. Looking to play him in. Played back in. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
So
the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Now it's Kane, played out towards the right
That's
wing.
good play from him.
He is through here. Oh, he's played it in low. Diogo Costa deals with that nice and simple. Oh, they could be caught out here, and the shots! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 15, Pedro Neto. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Fiore.
And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's looking wide. Rijkaard. Now there, tries a shot! It's a loose ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he opts to go forward. Good read, needed to be. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's a goal kick. It's a promising position. Pedro Neto. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has ended up in no man's land. That's an imaginative pass. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Now, can they get him away?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Shapes to shoot! Straight at the keeper.
Fioren simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
He won't be happy with that one.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Vicious ball here. Mbappe. Quality ball. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time.
Joelinton purring through the gears.
Goes down, but nothing given. Reinders gets over and intercepts. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah, well, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's Rafinha! And the ball's come loose here. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And Puskás!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, important interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
This looks he's gone for goal! Well, the ball's run loose here. Well, they've got it. Pedro Neto! Looking to go deep. Oh, smashing header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
He is through here. White is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played in by Roberto Carlos. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that is out of play. And back to the keeper they go. Diogo Costa, the great organiser. Could be danger here. Cannavaro. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh no, what has happened here? Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Rafinha.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that has left him in a heap. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's a cute ball. Stojkovic. Always onto this. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rafinha. Joelinton receives it in a good position here. That's a good ball out wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's found a way through. movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bellingham. Rijkaard. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Gets into some space, plays it across. Taken back almost at once. And he opts to go forward. Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Adams. Roberto Carlos. And it's Joelinton. Spread out to the left. Rafinha. Aubameyang. Aubameyang! And that was very necessary. Baresi.
There will be 1 minute
And
added
Adams.
time.
And it's Joelinton. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Oh, what has happened here? Roberto Carlos delivers. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello, attendees.
Any strong
This
opinions
is
on the
a
first half?
Yeah,
children's
no goals so
announcement.
far, but it's certainly
With the
not through lack
father
of
a
effort.
boy
They've had
in a
quite a
blue
few
hat
opportunities so
kindly
far,
make his
but
way
their
to the
shooting,
information
not good
centre.
enough.
So we are still where we were at the beginning.
Substitution in
It
progress.
is 0-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And he thumps it clear. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Puskás. Puskás showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, oh no, this does not look good. Ball driven towards the... Rafinha! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Kökçü spots it and intercepts. João Neves. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, it's come loose. That's rather hopeful. And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Searching pass he's played there. Chance for a shot! And he's there to belt it away. And here's Aubameyang.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a look and plays it forward. And he's picked out the run. He's in a great position here. Aims beyond the defence. Lofted in. Gets his head on it! It's there! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's well spotted. It's gone out for a throw-in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now...
Chance, surely! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Number 97, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Aubameyang was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he cuts out the supply. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Tries from distance. Looking for options for movement. And that has put paid to that. Knocks it into space. And he's straight offside. That's a decent clearance. Marquinhos with a definite foul there. And he's going to have his name taken. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.